Well, buddy, what are we doing today?
Change some tires. Been riding a lot of sand lately, so swap out the old 34. That's a 34. No, it's a 3S. 3S, one of the best tires I've ever made.
Stock.
Yeah, and then they made, so it was 3S, 33, and then the 34. So the 34 is going to be swapping on the front as well. But yeah, this is one of the better front and rear tires, 3S. And then we're swapping out with this MX14 scoop tire by Dunlop. So these tires are really good for your, sand and softer tracks. You can even run them on an intermediate, somewhat hard packed track, but you want to run them on a softer condition, and they hook up really nice. Obviously, with instead of having a normal block pattern, you have V blocks. That's what they call it. So yeah, this is the predecessor to the MX12, which was the old one.
Okay.
So
you're saying it's a big upgrade?
Oh yeah, when you're riding sand.
Really, these tires are still good.
Oh, they're really
for the most part.
Yeah.
It's just we want to try a scoop tire. So
is it raining?
I thought it might rain too, guys. So we'll see how quickly we can get this done, and
we're gonna
show you how to change a tire our way.
Without a stand or anything.
Yeah,
we do have spoons.
We got tire spoons, but no tire stand. What do you typically run for pressure in theirs?
13, 12 and a half.
Okay.
Very low amounts. You don't want to run much.
We need to get that bead breaker thingy, that goofy thing that you put on there.
Like
You use an impact and it pushes down on the bead.
I saw that.
A lot of that real moto guys that actually work on bikes all the time.
Stand too, where they go like this, and you just have a little pitman arm that you rock back and forth, and it peels the tire right up on. It's better for going on, but they want to go off.
We're gonna show you the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. So,
oh.
So we have to put this sucker on the ground.
Right, she's a little stiff.
And then we'll try to. There she goes.
See, I tried that once on a 98 KX that was sitting for 10 years, and it didn't go. It didn't. And you gotta get the other side broke, right?
Yep. So rim lock's 12. At least.
He's like, oh yeah, she's tight. She's coming looser.
It's just hard to get there. So you just gotta back this out. You don't have to really take it all the way off, just back to the end. And then that's very crucial for when you're trying to remove and install, because you have to push it up to get it to pop over to get the bead to slip underneath it. But yeah, now we'll flip her over.
Do a little jumping on this side.
A little jump action. It should have broke, kind of. Maybe it'll be a lot easier now.
Always recommended to use street tennis shoes when doing this. All the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's why, kids. You lost a little traction. There it is. So it's 190/19. That's the size.
Which is a small tire. You want to run a 110 or a 120. That's a 110.
It's a little wider?
But to save weight from the factory, they get these bikes light as they can. They put a 100
Put a 100 tire on it.
So it's a narrower tire.
Gotcha.
Make sure you're...
You can usually pull those out too, the spacer collar sometimes, so you don't lose them, guys.
They should be identical both sides.
But pay attention when removal.
Yep.
And we got ourselves a little rag over here that's clean, so that helps. I'm working on a tailgate. A little bit of a bench that way.
Yeah. And then you want to make sure when you're pushing these off that you always want to keep pushing the bead down. Yeah. Otherwise, if it gets locked up top, you'll never be able to pry this.
Right. You always want to keep it in the center. Push it towards.
Give her
the
a little spray on here too, a little lubricant spray.
Preferably in your eyes is where I usually like to do it. One shot for me, one shot for the tire.
Yeah, exactly.
Soapy water also works good, guys. That's free at home. Put a little Dawn dish soap in a bottle.
Yep.
Even a water bottle with a hole in it in the cap.
Okay.
Just something to keep it lubricated and slippery. That helps. You wouldn't believe what rubber does when it literally makes it 10 times better.
Different methods. Some guys start next to the rim lock. I mean, doesn't matter a whole lot in my eyes from what I've done, but I'm sure there's guys that have one way or another that works.
Where'd you get those spoons? Amazon?
Amazon.
I'm gonna leave a link, guys, in the description.
And when you're
for a set of spoons.
When you're doing it, you want to make sure that you want to hook the spoon under with this, so the curve goes down like that, and then you grab a piece of it, and then it hooks on, and you pull it over.
And if you were really wanted to be careful and you had a customer's bike that was real stickler, you'd have rubberized spoons with rubber on the end, and that won't scuff the rim as bad. So.
And we have, with this set comes a little thing where you can put it on the rim so you don't scuff it. It's a little thing that...
So if you're doing it and you want to be really particular about scuffing your rims, you can take the extra precautions.
can pull your tube out right there. Get yourself off of your rim lock. And then you can just pry it right out of here.
Just very careful and just pry it. And there she is.
Like I said, I was just trying to tighten that rim lock. So it's a little easier.
Looks like they got the factory rubber for the spoke,
Yep.
so it doesn't poke through.
Yep.
So they always put that. They put that dust on the tubes.
Yeah, it's like baby powder. Yeah.
Is that what you do?
Yep. Yeah, we got some
Nice.
in the house I gotta grab. But yeah, now we'll steal our tube.
Yeah, because we're reusing that one, right?
Yep.
Probably a factory tube.
Yeah, it might be. Check tubes in good condition. Usually it is recommended to replace them, but
Right.
usually
You
a good
wanna put a new
stock
tube
tube
in.
will hold up pretty well.
We're not doing extreme motocross racing.
Correct.
And jumping it all the time, and so this is totally fine for us.
With a scoop tire, it is directional, but most rear tires, they are not directional. All front tires will be directional, so make sure you look for that on a tire. So it'll just be this arrow right here, facing forward.
Hang on.
Right there, is that good?
Yep.
So that arrow facing that way. So obviously your sprocket's on the left side and your sprocket drives forward. So we're gonna put this like this because your tire will be spinning like that.
Yep.
It makes sense because the scoops would dig the dirt up.
Right.
So we do push this down a little bit. And then what you gotta do actually is flip the tire over. Valve core back in.
Well, you do put a little air in it.
Yep. That would help the tire kind of not bulge out a little bit, but just gives a little more air to be less pinch hazard, you know.
Right. That's what we're going for.
Less of a risk to pinch. But yeah, there is a nut that stays on the inside too. So, and there's a lot of controversy as to what you do with the nut on top of the rim. That's a big topic. Some guys back it all the way out to the cap. Some guys run it, you know, somewhat tight, you know, hand tight maybe on the rim. But good. So then what you do is you pry it on like this. Pry one side over, and then you do the same thing. Pry the other side over.
Okay.
But you want to make sure you don't pry both sides over right, because you'll never get it on that.
Right. One side at a time.
Alright.
Spoon.
Is this, you don't want to do rim lock last. Rim lock last. We got to find out where our valve stem is. Two speed rotates. So our valve stem's over there. So we're going to do the tire like so. Almost right between the valve stem and the rim lock.
Ting. There you go.
Now walk it out, walk it out.
I'm telling you, that stuff you spray on there, man, softens that rubber up, dude. Anything, soapy water, anything, helps soften it. Rubber is so damn stiff otherwise, dude.
Like I said, they'll go easy up till the end.
Do you think those, we never could have got the 98 KX tires
No,
though.
I don't. It was so stiff to that tire to be original.
It might have been.
Yeah, go back there.
I wonder how they did it, dude. How did Retro Speed do it?
Fun time.
I don't know. That was ridiculous.
And you gotta remember to keep one on each side so it'll slip right off on that one side.
Just gotta get, it gets sketchy by the rim lock.
Oh yeah. That's really good tight. It's tight.
Little bites, little bites.
Like the muffins, little bites.
Kind of. You know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
I know the Muffin Man.
Yeah, so we're gonna jump the tire. Right or no? Are we still good? No, it's right here.
I think you're okay.
No, it's right here. So we got to get the tire up now. So this is where you need guys on each side, and then one guy pushes the rim lock up.
Come see if you can get right in the middle.
Okay, now push the rim lock up if you can. This way.
Okay, yep.
Now walk it up.
Now walk it out. Walk it out.
But now we got to make sure that's still off a little bit to get this side in.
It's a full team effort here.
Should I pull this one out?
Yep. Get down there. It'll give you a lot more leverage. It ain't popping off now.
Yeah.
Spoon. Rim lock slip down. That's why I said you gotta hold that fucker up.
Yeah, I lost track of time.
That's right. Hold that. Now we gotta pry it up, and then Mike, you'll push that rim lock up again.
Yep, words.
Read. I'll push it up if you can, Spike.
Hold on, just let Mark. Oh, I guess he's gonna go shovey.
Might have to go on
I
the
have
other
to go
side.
higher
too.
yet.
Might have to get one on each side. Yeah, here, hold down Mike on this side.
I got this one.
Oh, let me get one on this side, Spike.
You just grab the big channel locks and grab that thing real quick. It's just about in there.
Okay.
Michael,
Pull it out, pull it out.
pull it out.
Something he's not familiar with.
Right.
Now we're in.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Now we
Valve
can
stem
get that rim
straight?
lock down. Yep, she's pretty good. Nope. Good.
That's how you know you're good.
They're up
Do a little
bit.
A wiggle test?
See what I mean? They gotta pick it up so D can slip under.
You're more familiar motion.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, tires on backwards. Start all over.
Imagine. That'd be good. I've done it a couple times.
Now you're taking the valve core out.
Yep. Pull up 3 times, seat the D.
Inflate and deflate.
Yeah. Pretty dang good.
What's the other side look like though?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that. Got a hand of the gun or something.
Man, that sprocket's sharp.
grab that side so I don't plop it down right there.
I think it came out okay.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
It could come a little, maybe a little more on that side, but I only got about 18. I can put it a little more.
And you'll let it down later when you ride it, after you ride it. You gotta tighten your rim lock. The old valve for it.
So yeah, if you pinch the tube, you won't even see that air compressor move up. It'll just stay at 0.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see this side. Looks great.
That looks great.
Perfect. So now I'll take it down to, we'll get the tire gauge. I'll bring it down to 12.
Yep. Just finished up putting air in it. We're checking to make sure it's even, you know, all the way around, and it is. And then, like I said, we tightened up the rim lock. We always go with the rule of thumb on the valve stem is he tightens the jam nut snug, and then he backs it off about half turn. Some guys are going to tell you differently. That's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Other methods work too, I'm sure. So.
Yeah. Some guys leave them back it right up to the cap.
Also be a good time to wiggle all your spokes when you have the wheels off. Make sure you don't have loose spokes.
Check your sprocket bolts too.
Yep, make sure your sprocket bolts are tight.
Rotor bolts, that kind of stuff. And
now we can go ahead and throw it back on the bike. So
and
that's
if you use the lubricant spray, clean off your rotor too with brake clean.
But that's how you put a tire on without a tire stand and all those fancy Motion Pro tools. So just brake cleaning off the rim or the rotor. Take that rag right there and wipe it off. So that just goes to show you if you have enough manpower and enough will and desire, you can get it done without all those special tools. You don't even need tire spoons. You can use screwdrivers if you want.
Done it with screwdrivers.
It's just ideal to get a, how much is that set of spoons?
$18.
Yeah, it's probably $20. I'll have a link to the Amazon
And
product of that.
It comes with valve stems, caps, valve cores, and a bunch of other stuff too.
Sweet. So yeah, hopefully you guys learned a little bit about putting tires on bikes.